Hi, everybody, and today I'm going to give you a quick demo of the provider side of the app. So this is the part of the app where physical therapists, technicians, PTAs, any provider who wants to add patients, add prescriptions, and go through exercises, this is what you will access. As you can see, I've got a domain up here. You can tell that it's branded to this specific clinic organization, High Desert Physical Therapy, and also they have a unique URL up here, highdesertpt.ptwire.com. So I'm going to log into this one. Of course, it'll be branded to your clinic, your organization. And the first thing I see when I log into the provider side is patients. I can search for patients using the search bar here at the top right, or I can go ahead and add a new patient by selecting that button here at the top. So I'm going to click that, and you can see I've got a couple different options here. First name, last name, email, and location. I'll just fill that out real quick. I'll put Jane Doe, an email. So this is actually where the patient will be sent onboarding instructions, and a location. So if you have multiple locations, they'll be listed, and you can select the location that that patient is going to for physical therapy. From there, I'll go ahead and hit save and add prescription, and then I can start adding exercises for the patient. A couple of different ways I could do this. I can search by name. For example, I could say bridge, and all of the bridge exercises will pop up. I can select an exercise to add it to my selected list here on the right. I can also go over the name to preview it. This brings up a modal with the video as well as the instructions and the parameters associated with that exercise. I can watch the video, make sure it's exactly what I want. If I need to make any adjustments, I can do that later when building the prescription. So I'll go through that process in terms of changing the instructions, changing the parameters. But let's say that that's what I want. I'll add these two bridge exercises. And then from there, I'm going to add a couple more. Another way I could do this is by using these filters here at the top. I can search by head and neck, and that'll actually show me different exercises in the head and neck category. It'll also bring up another filter here. Now I've got cervical spine, jaw, vestibular. So as you can tell, these filters are progressive. You choose one filter, and then another set of filters will pop up within that filter to further refine the body parts that you're searching for. So I can go all the way down to, say, cervical spine extensors, and then start selecting some exercises here. So I'll add a couple more here. Let's get this one. Now I've got 5 exercises, feeling good about my prescription, so I'm going to go to the bottom and select next. Now I just need to add a frequency, so I'll say once a day, and then any general instructions. So something like, contact me if you have pain. If I want to make any changes to the default instructions and parameters for exercises, this is where I do that. So I can make this, for example, 5 sets of the bridges on gym ball, knees flexed, 15 reps of normal bridges, chin tucks, I'll do 4 sets of that. You get the basic idea. You can make any custom changes if you want to. If you don't, you can just go to the bottom, hit assign, and then you're good to go. From your perspective as the provider, your work is done. You can actually then monitor the patient's improvement here, but the patient is sent an email with instructions on activating their account, and there's no additional work for you. I'll go through one additional scenario here. We've got this templates option, and you can actually create a template the same way that you can create a prescription. And that can save a bunch of time when adding exercises and routines to patients. Let's say you have a total knee replacement routine that you really like to use for patients that have a total knee surgery. You can build that into the app through the templates feature and then quickly reuse that for new patients every time. And I'll kind of walk you through an example of how much time that can actually save. So if I add another patient here, let's go John Doe this time. I'll go test.com, and then I'll choose the location. I'll go to Save and Add Prescription, and then I can just select Use Template here. You can see that a couple different templates pop up. So I'll just select my shoulder template. Just like that, boom, 8 exercises added. I can select Next, add my frequency, once a day, go to the bottom, and select Assign. Now, just 15 seconds, I've prescribed a complete exercise routine to this patient, and then all the activation instructions are sent to them. So that's the basic idea of how to add and prescribe different exercise programs to patients, either using templates or starting from scratch.